By now you know a lot about the all-new Jeep Gladiator, but what we want to know today is it a Jeep that thinks it's a pickup truck or a pickup truck that thinks it's a Jeep? We always ask the tough questions of Dennis Freeman, our Jeep expert from Elmwood Auto Group at East Providence. What do you think? Little of both.
It's a little of both, John. It's a Gladiator. It's a Warrior.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of a Jeep Wrangler and it's a little bit of a pickup truck. So it's a nice combination of both. And today we'll be comparing it to the Ram 1500. So obviously one is a smaller pickup truck, the Ram being the mid-sized pickup truck. So depending on your wants and your needs, either way we'll have a truck for you.
Yeah. Well, for example, if you're whatever your job is and you need an 8-foot bed, the 8-foot bed doesn't come in the Gladiator, so that kind of makes your decision right there. Correct?
Correct. The Jeep Gladiator comes with a standard with a 5-foot bed, and it's only available in one bed length.
Yep.
6.5 with a tailgate down, and there is an optional tailgate extender that you can insert into the back. The Ram comes in 3 bed lengths, a 5.7 bed length, a 6.4, and an 8-foot bed. So again, the Ram has a few more options as far as bed length and engine sizes, but the Jeep Gladiator gives you some more options as far as off-road capabilities and automatic or standard transmission.
There you go. You can get a stick in the Gladiator.
That's correct.
Yep.
Six-speed manual.
And if you want to go down to Newport or Narragansett, wouldn't you prefer the Gladiator?
I probably would, yeah. The Gladiator, again, is that pickup truck Wrangler combination. In true Wrangler fashion, allows you to take the doors off, allows you to remove the top or flip the soft top back. It allows you to fold the windshield down, and it's a little more off-road capable than the Ram.
But there's a lot of other accessorizing you can do, tires and a lot more on the Gladiator too.
Correct, yeah. The Gladiator has a lot more options as far as accessorizing it. This particular one here has some aftermarket XD rims, aggressive all-terrain deep tread tires. It has a 2-inch Fox shocks lift kit, and you're going to see that a lot more with the Gladiator than you would the Ram.
How about gas mileage comparing the two?
That's a great question. So around town, the Gladiator is going to get high teens, and it's going to touch 20 in the city. The Ram is going to be mid to high teens. On the highway, they're actually pretty comparable. And the advantage the Ram has on the highway is with the 8-cylinder Hemi, it has the MDS, multiple displacement system. So at cruising speeds, whether it's 40 or 80, 4 of the cylinders in the Ram are going to shut down. And it's going to alternate which 4 cylinders shut down so there's no uneven wear on the engine. Because when you're cruising at 70 or 80, you don't need 8 cylinders powering the vehicle to keep it rolling. You only need 4.
How about some of the interior creature comforts and some of the technology comparing
So
the two?
technology and safety, they share a lot of the same features and options. On both vehicles, you're able to get forward collision warning, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, lane departure assist, backup camera, backup sensors. There's front and rear crumple zones, side impact beams in the doors. So they're both loaded with safety features. On the upper level trims, the Ram is going to be a little more luxurious. It's going to feel like more of a high-end luxury vehicle. The Gladiator still allows you to get a lot of those nice high-end features, but the Gladiator is designed to be the sportier of the two, where in the upper trims, the Ram is designed to be more of the luxurious.
How's the new Gladiator selling and how does it lease?
It's selling fantastic, John. We've had hundreds, if not thousands, of customers that have asked about it. When will it be here? When's it coming out? You know, what colors? What are the options? So now that it's actually here, they're selling fantastic. The Sport starts in the low to mid 30s. The Overland starts around 40, and the Rubicon you can max out, you know, in the mid 50s, depending on what options you want. And that's MSRP. We, of course, at Elmwood discount them heavily. Lease on a Sport starts in the low 3s with no money down.
That's great.
It really is. For that type of vehicle, and the reason it has such an attractive lease payment is because of the residual. It has an almost 80% residual.
That's great.
It is. Actually, it's the highest. The Wrangler and the Gladiator have the highest residual value of any domestic vehicle. Overland, low to mid 4s, and then the Rubicon, depending on how you want it equipped, is in that range as well, and you know, a little bit higher.
And not to leave out the Ram, but they sell well, priced well, and they lease well.
They do. I mean, the Ram is actually in certain age groups, in certain categories, the #1 mid-size pickup truck on the market. Just surpassed the Chevy Silverado in retail sales, and we've been advertising that quite heavily. The Ram does lease very well, and again, a few more options with the Ram. You have a workman's package. You have an express value group, which starts in the mid to high 30s. Of course, we have the very popular Bighorn, which is the middle of the road package, seems to be our most popular model. And then you have the Laramie, you have the Laramie Longhorn, and you have the Laramie Limited. So what we like to do with our customers is sit them down, take notes, find out what's important to them, what they're going to be using it for. Is it primarily work, primarily business, or a combination 50-50? And let us help you select the right vehicle. Because again, we are the experts.
And if you're thinking, maybe it's the Gladiator, maybe it's a Ram 1500, maybe you come down to Elmwood, take them both for a test drive and ask some questions.
That's what we encourage all of our customers to do. We can sit here and talk about them all day long, but until you actually get in the driver's seat, it's really tough to make that informed decision.
How's your selection this summer?
We have a great selection of both the Rams and the Gladiators, two of our best-selling vehicles. And if we don't have exactly what the customer's looking for, we can locate it for them. We can have it at the dealership within usually 24 hours, if not 48 hours. And with our summer sales event going on, right now is the best time to get a deal on either the Ram or the Gladiator. So I'd like to invite anybody who may be interested in a new or used pickup truck to come down and see us, the experts at Elmwood Auto Group.